Well, hi. Come on in. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you came back. My name is Michelle to my new friends. I'm so glad that you came. Hit that subscribe button so that you can join us for more fun and adventures. If you're new here, today we've been talking about my journey for 2024 and how I'm going to be taking care of myself, my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, and today I'm going to share my spiritual journey with you. And I'm so glad that you came. Grab some water, grab some hot cocoa. It's right over there. Enjoy, and let's get to it. The Bible verse that we have today is actually from Psalms chapter 1. It's right in there. Psalms chapter 1, verse 2. And it says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night." His delight is in the law of the Lord. Wow, that's a lot to take in. And he meditates on this day and night. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. I start my day with the Lord. And I know you might be saying, well, that just doesn't work for me. Well, let me tell you a little bit. Let me rewind a few years. When we had our boys, when they were babies, I didn't have time to get up in the morning either. I got up in the morning and said prayers, but I didn't always have time to really get into, a 30, 40, an hour study on the Lord. I had prayer, and I had to take the time with the Lord during other times during the day. And maybe you're in one of those places, one of those times and seasons in life, and that's okay. You can meditate on the Lord. You can read a Bible verse. A lot of people get them on their phones, and that way it comes to their phone in the morning, and they can think about it on their way to work. They can think about it while they're having breakfast. There's many different ways. My husband likes to listen to different things. Sometimes he listens to a chapter of the Bible. Sometimes it might be a sermon on his way to work. That works for him. Do what works for you. I'm just sharing you my journey. Now, I prefer to start my day with the Lord. I get up early. I get up about 5:15 is usually when I can drag myself out of bed. I'm supposed to be up at 5, but it's not happening. It's about 5:15. I get up. I come upstairs because our bedroom is in the basement. So I come up. I get me some hot tea. I do the little kitties, let the kitties come in, and then I go back to one of our extra rooms, our little office in there, and that's where I have my time with the Lord. I can close the door. I can light a candle if I want to. I have a blanket. Usually there's a kitty that's snuggling up and, usually scratching me, but we're snuggling up together, and that's when I have my time with the Lord. And I love having this time and starting my day with Him. I don't want to do it any other way. And this is the season in life that I am where I have that flexibility to do that. As I said, there were other times that I did not. There were times that I had to fight for it. There were times that I had to fight just to get 15 minutes with the Lord, just to read a devotion and say a quick prayer. I fought for 5 minutes of prayer time with the Lord. But now things are a little more relaxed for me, and I can spend this time. So you do what works for you. I do encourage you that you start your day with the Lord in some way. Even if it's just a good morning prayer, you say good morning to the Lord. Start the day with the Lord, and I guarantee things will be different for you. And then, of course, in the evenings after, supper is over and we've cleaned up the dishes, then I usually have another small study. I have in the past done bigger studies in the evenings. Sometimes it's a smaller study. Sometimes it's just a chapter. Right now I'm reading a chapter out of the Bible every evening just to kind of bring back what I was doing. And of course we have family devotions that we do. But delight yourself in the Lord. Meditate day and night. So to meditate day and night means that we have to look for ways and times that we can spend with the Lord. He wants to be a part of all your day. He wants to be a part of everything. He cares about every part of your day. So we can spend time with him and talk to him while we're doing dishes, while we're doing laundry, while we're walking the dog, while we're in the shower. We can spend all that time with him. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind at all, and we can take that time. And I encourage you to do that whether you have little children or not. Find that time and just talk to him. Tell him about your day. Tell him about your emotions, whether you feel happy, whether you feel sad, whether you feel tired, whether you're achy. Maybe you're just mental health and you're just done for the day. Just, Lord, I'm done. And he understands. He wants to hear all those things. So that is what I'm working on. I want to delight myself in the Lord and meditate day and night on the Lord. And another thing I did start, now I shared this with you. This is my little prayer Bible. It's not a lot of tabs compared to some ladies, but that's okay. I'm adding to them. I'll share one of those new tabs with you in a minute. But I started that in October. You don't have to wait till January 1st to start a devotion. You don't have to wait and start it I didn't get it on January the 1st, so I'm going to have to wait till next year. You can start your time with the Lord any time you want. You don't have to wait. Spend that time with the Lord because he wants to spend that time with you. And he wants you, as we were talking about earlier, he wants to give you those sprinkles. Yeah. And so what I did is I found verses about joy. And I made some verses about joy. And I made me a little tab that says joy, and I actually colored the edge of it so it'd look a little different from the other pink. And it's about joy. It says, "Oh, clap your hands, all you people. Shout to God with a voice of triumph." Clap your hands. When we delight ourselves in the Lord, we're going to have joy. And that's so important in our life. Leave me a comment below. What are you doing? Have you started a new devotion? Some of you have actually let me know that you are starting a new devotion. Maybe you're continuing a devotion that you've been doing for a while. I've been doing a devotion, and you can see that it's taped. It's taped. This is actually the second one that I've had because the first one, well, we gave it away. We gave it to somebody else that needed it, so I got a new one, but I've been doing that same devotion for going on 8 years now, and I do not mind. We got a new one that we're working on as a family. It's been wonderful. Tell me, what do you do, and do you like to start your day with the Lord, or are you more of an evening person and you just tell him all about your day? I like to do both. I don't do as well in the evenings because, confession, I fall asleep in the middle of my prayers if I wait till I'm in bed. And I've been trying to do that. Once I lay down in that bed, I'm going to fall asleep, just to be honest. So I try to do it at different times of the day. Let me know in the comments below. Give me a like if this has been helpful for you. And please subscribe and come back. We have some fun projects we're going to do. And I think that you're going to enjoy them. And just come back. We're going to be on this journey together on how we care for our families, how we care for ourselves, and how life has changed. And things may not work the way they did before, but you know what? When we delight ourselves in the Lord, he will lead us and he will show us what we need to do. So thank you for coming by. I was so glad to see you today. I love you. Don't forget those sprinkles and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time. Bye.